So I'm here to crap that people love to give and just give you their opinions or aren't pretty sure about quality anymore. They love to troll people. And look at that trolling booster on my team. He purposely gets me killed. That's trolling faggots for you. Someone that said they were gonna DDoS me offline, and they've so far done it 3 times. His crap, and then when I say, you know, I'm gonna report you, as soon as I say, you know, try to catch him in his own game, I say, hey, so why are you DDoSing me? He's like, I don't know what hacks are, bro. So he knows that I'm freaking trying to catch him and then take a screenshot of it playing. So he starts pretending like he doesn't know what he's talking about, acting dumb. So there's that. And I'm red barring right now. I usually never red bar, except when I'm being hacked or some faggot using shitty internet. So now I'm green bar again. Yellow bar, green bar. Let's see where this goes. So one of the challenges said for a it was a what is it called? Love getting spammed. It's my favorite, especially when it makes a bunch of no sense and a bunch of gibberish. You got like some Mexican he'll talk about burrito, taco, taco. It's like, no, bro, I don't have no idea what you're saying. Keys. That's not even how you spell the word keys. Just stuff like that. So it's like, I have no, like, some of these kids just spam me with the most random things. I'll even show you a picture of a chat that I was in. It just made no sense. It was a bunch of gibberish. Like, made no sense. That's idiots for you, you know? Anyway. So I had, the challenge said, get 300 kills to get your calling card with 2 attachments on your weapon, right? Free headshot. And I've had 2 attachments, the Marshals, and it's got quick draw and fast mag, as you can see in the bottom right. It does not, however, say, so apparently in this Call of Duty, they don't consider optics, you know, like sights, attachments. So it will say, like, for attachment challenges, it'll say, do 5 attachments and 1 optic. So they can keep it separate. They don't say it's 6 attachments, which is, it's stupid, because that's not how we've had it for the longest time. But I guess for more specific for those idiots who can't figure it out. But even with the idiots being idiots themselves, you still got the Activision, who's the biggest idiot of them all, doing shit that it shouldn't be doing. Look at that trolling retard. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Oh, yep, there it is. Anyway, so get this. It said 226 last game. In the past 2 games, it still said 226, and all I'm using is the Marshals with quick draw and fast mags. Obviously, long barrel and fast mags is way better, but you really, if you want to get lots of kills really quickly, unless you can line it up perfectly to get doubles, which I actually took a little video of. Headshot. Oh, what? Oh, that lag, though. Did you see that? It said I got a headshot, but then it lagged. Love that lag. Yeah, they're using lag switches and shit like that. I hate that crap. People gotta use mods. So shitty. Yeah, nice mods, kid. You're not good. Lag switching, faggot. Anyway, so probably gonna spawn right there. Yeah, so I have had 226. I've been using nothing but the Marshals for 2 attachments. So this is where it gets weird. It says 5 attachments and 1 optic for other guns, but here it doesn't say it's required for me to have an optic, yet my challenge still remains the same. So I'm gonna show you a game where I'm still, see, as you can see, no sights. Oh god, they're using a lag switch. I'm lagging all over the place. Nice mods, bro. You see them fall off the map, and then it look a lot of cheating, bitch. Anyway, so, yeah, now they're trying to hack my account again. Fucking using lag switches and all that gay shit. So I'm gonna have to wait it out, try to beat their lag switch by, you know, having my system process all the useless information they're spamming my processor. And that usually picks up the bars because it's less, you know, spam for your information, your system's process. So if you're just standing still, it has to, you know, connect to the internet less because it doesn't have to do frames per second. It's just because you're not doing as much in the game, your system's not running as hard. I mean, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but if you have shitty internet, it does. Not that mine's shitty, but when you're playing with a lag switcher, it basically gives you a temporary shitty internet. Anyway, so to the point, no sights, alright? It said 226, and, you know, let's see if it says 226 after this. Probably will. Yeah, still super laggy. Kid's still using a lag switch like a little fag.
Overdrive. The fracture has moved.
Just gonna wait it out here, so I'll go green bar. See, honestly, I hate people with lag switches. Honestly, because you can tell, like, they have no life. They're freaking scared of everyone and everything. Like, honestly, you might as well have a fucking computer play for you. Anything. It's literally buttons, a controller, and the system itself. The system is cheating itself because you have either a modded or jailbroken controller system or a Wi-Fi or whatever it may be. The controller system. Yeah, there you go. I think I listed most of them. And it's really ridiculous. So unless you have a separate program provided via USB, but that's a program. I guess you could have a modded program installed and just modded software, hardware. So yeah, I have this going on. Finally, I'm green bar. About fucking time. They got a UAV out, so they're probably going to come over and try to take my shit. Alright, we're spawning over here, so this should be a good, safer place to call this in. Should be. Keywords. Famous last words. Oh, by the way, my gun, this one with all the shapes, it was going crazy. The others. Shit. Yeah, it wasn't worth it. Darts, absolute garbage. But, you know, maybe I can get rid of it. Well, that's perfect. I can use this to destroy my wraps. Or not my wraps, but the wraps. Do I have to get higher? No, I don't want you. I want you counting everything. Okay, I got wraps. Okay, come on, come on. Go down, go down, go down. It wasn't enough. I got wraps still with it. That was pretty cool. Destroyed wraps with 2 rockets, and I still had 2 rockets to go, so that's pretty nice. If I had hit it 2 while it was locked on, and I already... Another wraps. Wow. And the funny thing is I got a bunch of boosters on my team, so it really... They're not even trying to get on the objective. They're getting the enemy team free headshots and all that gay shit. And I'm starting to lag again, so I'm probably going to go red bar any second. Yep, there it is. Called it. Maybe wait it out a little bit. So yeah, what's with this curve thing? This isn't Ghosts, you know? Like, why we don't have the ability to curve around the corner like we did in Ghosts, which I actually sort of liked. It's really creative and cool. So yeah, I mean, 226, it should say just 2 attachments, meaning only 2 attachments, right? But that's not how it works, apparently. Nope. Nope. Got me. So yeah, honestly, if it's gonna do that, play that word games with, okay, 5 attachments instead of 6, 5 attachments and 1 optic, well then why doesn't it say 2 attachments and 1 optic? Or is it just, is the game that shitty and, you know, they haven't updated the system to where it's just that messed up? But, you know, they say one thing, but they mean another. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna set a set of rules so that an actual attachment, if it has to do with the site, is no longer called an attachment. It's not even considered an attachment, even though you're attaching it to your gun, and it is 100% an attachment. We're gonna call it an optic or a site. Well, they don't even call it site here, because technically optic would refer to anything not iron sights, and they do have iron. Oh, I guess because I don't. Yeah, because they don't have iron sights for snipers or anything like that. They just consider that normal. And like this game, you don't have like upgraded iron sights or something like that, like they did in the other couple games. Great, we were gonna lose anyway. Yep. I usually have never do this crappy, but when you got a lag switcher trying to hack your account and you got a bunch of boosters on your team, avoiding the objective like the plague, you know, it's honestly giving the enemy team free headshots. Oh look, I just killed a guy. Look at those core files. Let me avoid those core files. You know, let the enemy team grab those. And then, oh look, my teammate killed someone. Let me grab his core files and avoid my own just to be a trolling asshole. Yeah, it's like, okay, really? There goes Trek trying to advertise his own shit. It's like, really, kid? Anyway, so yeah, it's just a lot of bullshit, really. So yeah, I'm going to show you. It should still say 226. And you're just going to have to take my word for it, because I'm not going to waste my time playing another game with a bunch of boosters doing the same crap. And, you know, if you don't believe me, go check it out yourself. You'll see exactly. And Activision doesn't patch things. They don't fix things. They say they do, but the only patches they've actually done have made the game worse, and in fact made more glitches, and the only quote-unquote patches they've done have been for themselves, not for the gamers. The only patches that have been, done are like ones glitches we actually enjoy, like Black Ops 3 and for the PS3 and PS4, where you could do like glitches and zombies and then stuff that was like fun in private matches and stuff like that. And like okay, we're gonna take out this fun glitches and we're gonna put in a bunch of shitty glitches. So like you'll get, hey look, oh I'm about to die. Let me get around the corner. Yes, I'm safe. Oh what? How did it say I died? Let me watch the kill cam, and it shows you not behind the wall and where you didn't get cover. It's like, no, I definitely was behind cover, and then I died after I already had gotten cover. But the system service is so shitty, and they've just taken away so much quality from that. And it's like, really? Actually, I don't think I'll have enough time to. Yeah, I don't have enough time. I already have time. So I'm gonna play one more game with these boosting faggots. Just to prove. Oh, shit. Nah, you know what? I'm not even gonna waste my time with this because Little Cat is the tryhard on my team, and she, whatever, she-male, whatever, was on my, the other team. He was going to try hard, and now he's on my, and when he was on my team, he wasn't going to try hard. When he was on the other team, he was. So he's purposely trying to piss me off. Probably he hears me, and I'm like, that's shit. So I'm not playing with these faggots. I never rage quit because I hate rage quitters. But I'm also not going to sit here and be the one person on my team and let Raps keep ruining my KD because I got a bunch of boosters that, I'm going to avoid the objective and I'm going to get pissed off giving the enemy free kills and pretend I'm not a booster and then rage quit when I'm going like 0 and 40. It's like, what the fuck are this kids' logic in the first place? Oh, look at this. Not type moderate. It keeps saying moderate, open, moderate, open, moderate, open, strict, open, strict. It's like, how do you get from open to strict? And I keep like doing everything, calling my internet provider. Activision's just shit. That's as simple as that. Activision's Treyarch, you're garbage. Simple as that. Maybe if you decided to stop being greedy faggots, only caring about your money and copying and pasting, actually decide to develop a good game, then maybe. People gave a lot of Call of Duty's a lot of shit, and you know what? They definitely deserved it because they started picking up more and more greed and less quality. Quantity versus quality, and to the point that it's just become overly saturated copying and pasting, and that's really disgusting. It really is just it's not fun. That's not fun at all. So here's the listing, okay? Infinite Warfare, everyone knows is the shittiest, and I'm not just saying that. I've played it, the campaign, the multiplayer, and all that shit. It's really not fun. The zombies, it's way overcomplicated. It's not that it's overcomplicated to understand. It's a shitty storyline, way too many things going on, no set challenges. Like, the challenges are set every time you play. Like, so there's nothing to really accomplish. It's like a fucking private match. The characters you can't relate to. Hey, Lincoln. And they fucking try to get racist shit in there. I mean, just a lot of crap going on with Infinite Warfare Zombies. Then the multiplayer is so cliche. It's just a Black Ops 3 knockoff with more blurry, trying to be better graphics but really failing, and having Black Ops 3 kick its ass. You could tell it's trying to do great graphics, but like everything but one thing is just absolutely shitty. It's just Infinite Warfare. Let's just say, because it's a fact, and I've researched it, and all my friends, and just the numbers are there. Infinite Warfare, I think we can all agree, is the shittiest game of Call of Duty franchise. No one wanted it, they still posted it out anyway, and here it still is. Black Ops 3, I have to disagree with anyone who's gonna say ignorant shit. I've done the studies, I've read the comments, I've looked into it. I've done my own personal stuff, and I do this not because of what my personal likes. I do it on what everyone's personal likes when they go into a video game like Call of Duty and are looking for, and they're just the general populace. So Black Ops 3, I like what they did with the whole specialist class setup, but other than that, more microtransactions. God damn. And then, like they say, it's so hard to get this and it's so hard to get that. You got the retarded YouTubers saying, oh yeah, you're more likely to win $1 million and get the permanent weapons or permanent melee or range weapons, which is obviously not true. I went an entire month where I was just getting one every couple days, which is ridiculous. I don't know if that was a glitch or not. They would have done much better if they had just done the remastered release. Yeah, I agree. But they developed Infinite Warfare. They had to sell it as a bundle because they knew everyone would just boycott Infinite Warfare. So they purposely manipulated you into buying it, just like they did Black Ops 3, you know, for PlayStation 3 when people were still reluctant to get onto PlayStation 3 or 4. They're like, you know, here's Black Ops 3, you know, we have all the stuff in the game, but you know what, we're going to purposely just block it off for the rest of your universe. We have it, we claim that it's not there, but, you know, we've had coders and previous employees clearly said that it is there, and we didn't know it's there. We're just lying to you and just being greedy as usual. Black Ops 3 for the PS3 and PS4 have the exact same stuff, have the exact same coding, have everything down to the T. They just gave up on it. They didn't take any... Well, they did take a couple of things out, but everything that has been taken out or blocked was already there to begin with. They were going to make just an exact replica, but they're like, nah, let's put more money. Let's be a bunch of greedy bastards. Let's just, you know, we made the exact duplicate for people who prefer to play PS3. You know, we're going to force you to play PS4, so we're going to take out the campaign. And yeah, everyone doesn't really care about the campaign, and it's not really that much of a loss, but for those of us who really like doing the campaign before the multiplayer and really enjoy just the story more than they do the grinding, the multiplayer, or the retarded teammates of playing zombies and all the trollers and all that. Just people that just want to get to the root of the game, the story of the game. Charge my stuff. Okay. All right, Lincoln. Also, by the way, guys, shout out to Lincoln. He's an awesome friend. He's AFK a lot of the time, so be warned of that. Really antisocial, but when you do get to talk to him, he's pretty cool. Very funny. Occasionally serious and, you know, solemn, but other than that, he's a great friend. He's really cool. So check out his channel. He'll probably leave it in the comments or something like that. Add him if you want, whatever. When he's in his good place, he's fun to hang out with. But that goes for the most of us anyway. So yeah, let me go to the challenge like I was talking to you about. And like I've said, I think I've already discussed this in many other channels. So wildcards, here we go. Secondary, yep, 226 out of 300. Okay. What the hell? I've already played 3 games where I've done it. Okay, because look, I'm doing this class setup here. Where is it? There it is. So look, 2 attachments, right? 2. I didn't put optics because it didn't ask for that. Now let's show you the manipulation here, just the laziness, the pure laziness of it all. Here we go. 3 weapons. Okay, well that's not what I'm referring to, but you get the general gist of things. So it says, get 300 kills with 2 attachments on your secondary weapon. Now it does not say get 300 kills with 2 attachments and an optic, or an optic and 2 attachments, vice versa, you know. And I've been doing that, and it's either glitched, it stays the same because they expect me to put an optic on, where it clearly doesn't say that. Now, I would have been fine with if they had just put 3 attachments, because obviously there's only 3 boxes, and the attachments is anything you can attach to the gun. That's fine, dandy, fine. But using its own logic, you know, maybe if they had both, you know, said for example, here we go. Maybe if the same could be said for the multiplayer challenges, right? All right, here we go. Where is it? Here we go. So if it had said, just like the multiplayer challenge where the 226 is at, if it had said, get 50 kills with the, you know, blank gun, any gun, because this is like a challenge for all guns, except for like assault rifles, long shots, or whatever it is. Yeah, the headshots. Nope, long shot. There it is. So it says, if it had said, get 50 kills with the Man of War, for example, with 6 attachments, or 5 attachments if you want to play the word games, you know, because they don't consider it an optic challenge, that's fine. You know, if it had just said 5 attachments equipped, that's fine. Because it's not requiring you to put on an optic, okay? And when I didn't put on an optic, the challenge wouldn't register, because it says with an optic. It says you must include it. So it's being, you know, it's being cheesy, it's being stupid. So what would I mean, it's right in front of you, it makes sense, it's stupid, but you can understand it. So instead of saying 6 attachments, it says specifically an optic and 5 attachments. Because, yeah, if you guys couldn't figure this out, you know, you get the optic, that's 1. Or I'll just say that's 0. Class is 0. Let me just freaking create a class. Let me show you an example. Alright, so here we go. 1 attachment, 2 attachment, 3, 4, 5. I feel like a fucking Dora the Explorer having to explain this shit. And then you have the 6th for the optic. What's up, Lincoln? So, as you can see, 5 attachments. See, attachments has right above it is optics, and then attachments for the rest of the remaining boxes. So it says 5 boxes for 5 attachments, even though an optic is considered an attachment. Like I've said, because you can equip anything you equip as an attachment. So here it is, right? You get 50 kills with the KN-44 with an optic and 5 attachments equipped. Okay, well, you know, it should say, like the rest of the Call of Duties, and just keep the flow of things, unless it was logical, you know, like instead of calling a fucking light machine gun, even though it's not a light machine gun, because it's way over the weight limit of what is considered a light machine gun, a MG, which is a normal machine gun, medium machine gun, or a heavy machine gun. Well, back when they did, like, what the proper names in Call of Duty. They've literally called Black Ops, or it was Modern Warfare 2, I think, and Black Ops 1, the AUG, you know, the green-looking gun with the built-in sight, especially for campaign, where it's got like the sight on like an angle, on not a 90-degree angle, like it's just like a diagonal angle, but you can still, it's like, it's hard to explain. But anyway, I never understood that with sights anyway. Like, how is it that if the sight's to the side, then how are you going to shoot straight into someone's head? And if the barrel is slightly above, you know, slightly below where you're aiming, then how does it end up shooting? You know, I'm not even going to get to the science behind that. I'm sure there's science behind it. But if the barrels, and if you put it against someone's face, the barrel and the sights are going to have 2 different directions. If you have like the barrel pointing at his nose and the sight pointing at his forehead, why is it that you'll shoot his nose but not his forehead? Because the barrel's right against his nose. So then why is it when it's further away? Anyway, I'm getting off topic. You get the gist. So here's my dilemma. It should say 6 op attachments, but in this game it's considering an optic 6 not an attachment, it's just considered an optic, which it is an attachment, but they'll just separate it as the category of optics. Okay, that's fine, because when I was doing the challenge, I tried it with just 5 attachments, and it did not register any kills. When I did it 5 attachments with an optic, it did register. So fine, that logic ensued. That makes sense. Okay, here we go. But okay, I have this on. So look, if I get rid of this, oh look, I lost my other attachment, because you cannot have 2 attachments without the secondary gunfire equipped. Okay, that's fine, sure, whatever. Alright, so now I have fast mag, and I have quick draw, as you can plainly see. I do not have an optic, however. So why is that, using Call of Duty's own logic, or Black Ops 3, if you want to get more specific, why would it have the fact that it says 5, you know, I guess for instance, pistol, if it wanted me to do the challenge where I had to have maxed out, you know, packed pistol or whatever, which they already had a challenge for that. Let me show you what it is. I think that, yeah, there it is. Packed pistol, so an optic, suppressor, and long barrel. Even in the challenges that are separate from the gun itself, because the gun, like camos, are not registered in the normal challenges. You won't find them in challenges. You'll find them on the guns themselves. So that's how they categorize it as. Now, so I just showed you packed, you know, pistol. Okay, here we go. Secondary gunfighter. Again, you get 300 kills with 2 attachments on your secondary weapon. Now, as I've already shown you, just to put an emphasis on the stupidity of this game, and it's just laziness thrown togetherness, which is saying something since Infinite Warfare is absolute shit. Look, 2 attachments. Oh my god, 2 attachments. No way. Alright, let's check out the status. If it says 226, then it's contradicting itself. And it's not registering the opposite, because, oh, look at that. 300 kills with 2 attachments. Now, guess what? It still said 226 when I've gotten at least 20 plus kills on average per game with my, what's it? Just, you know, the I can't even think of it. The, Marshals. So why, Marshall, since it's not a dual wield, why is it that I've gotten that and it doesn't say, it says 226, it does not say 246, it does not say 266, it does not say 286, which is around the average of which I should have around, because I got about 20 kills per game with this thing. Why does it still say 2026? Well, here's the answer. it forgot to tell you that it needs an optic. And now I'm going to test this theory, and if it doesn't work even still, that just shows you how broken this game is as well. So, Infinite Warfare is, or not as well, Infinite Warfare is obviously broken because it doesn't have enough funding to keep its shitty servers that's been copy and pasted anyway, to even keep it at shitty status. It's just completely unplayable, obnoxious status, right? The funny thing is, even with the shitty servers and the shitty funding, they're still able to manage to keep their servers more productive than Black Ops 3. How funny is that, right? So, a game that gets less funding and less support, and where they actually have to try to put quality into a game, gets more support with still less funding, yet the game that gets tons of support, but with, and tons of funding, but doesn't get like any actual technical support. Like they don't actually try to fix problems. In fact, they actually cause more problems. And I've sat down with a couple of friends and friends of friends who have worked with Activision, and I've already told you a story about how they do the whole reporting system crap, how they've just been saying, oh yeah, you know, we're going to throw that in there. And as I've said, it's just a BS. Like, there's a machine that, you know, doesn't take anything you say seriously, doesn't do any investigations. The thing now, it's what maybe it used to do that back in when people were people and gamers were gamers and not a bunch of mentally challenged freaking thugs and jellies, because it's just been mixed like a melting pot. You had the back in the day great people, great community, and I just mixed it with a bunch of really, really not cancerous, just cancerous people. That's what it comes down to. So yeah, the whole report system, it only takes boosting seriously because it doesn't even. It's like once in a million chance it'll look into it, but it's a random, it's a raffle, and maybe one every 100 times someone's, you know, versus a million or versus 1,000, it will take the boosting quote unquote seriously. So it'll not register any other one boosting. It's not going to register OL if you report this one person enough time. They don't care about who got reported more to say, okay, well, this person's been reported for a bunch of times for the same thing, maybe we should investigate it. No, they'll just sort of do a raffle, and if it happens to be the same guy based on enough times he's been reported, then it's just chance, and it's just, but it has to be, out of, let's say he gets reported 1,000 times per day, if all those thousands are missed by all the other thousands of reports by those other people thinking they're making a difference, if that 1,000 reports happens to not be the 1,000 that was chosen, he gets away scot-free, even if it's reported for boosting, because they take boosting more seriously. They don't care about all the other crap. But just here's what you got to know. If you want to get someone in trouble and want an open investigation, report them for boosting. That's what it comes down. You can report them if they're cussing and say offensive language, or speaking a bunch of gibberish, offensive language, whatever, an American game, whatever. But that's still not going to do it. You're gonna more likely for, I don't even know, maybe the lottery. Honestly don't know. Struck by lightning. Anyway, that's just crappy Sony and Activision, security and technical support. So yeah, the boosting, what that is, it's just thrown in there to make you feel like you're making a difference and getting the people that are cancerous and troublemakers and just overall terrible gamers, trying to get rid of them so you can have better gamers to play with. Just wheat from the chaff sort of thing. It's just really thrown in there to make you feel like you're making a difference. It's honestly just you pressing the buttons, like a kid pressing a button on the elevator, making them feel special, making them feel like they're contributing. They're really not doing anything. That's the problem. That box is there just to lag, has to just process. And it's just like if you press any letters on the keyboard, it processes information, but it doesn't send it anywhere. Nothing's being done with it. So that's a waste. I've already told you about how people from Activision have been wanting to quit, because they feel like they're like blood money, blood diamonds. They don't feel like, they feel filthy. They hate what they're doing. They're not enjoying what they're doing anymore. They hate that how corrupt their company's been, and so now that company, who have people they can't just get rid of if they're not dispendable. Whatever the word is, I can't even think of it right now. I can't think of it. People they can't get rid of. They're like, okay, well, we're going to take like, let's say $50,000 out of the server quality, make it that much more laggy, and we're going to pay you off under the table to keep you on because we can't afford to hire someone at such a short notice, and you stay on and not have to waste our time for hiring new employees and training and all that other crap. We'll give you additional whatever when that's done. And it's just really just been corrupt. It's all just corrupt crap. So a lot more laziness, a lot less quality, a lot more quantity. Just copy and paste game, copy and paste disc, and on your way. You know, I've noticed a lot of games, you know, even original PlayStation games, they had instructions, hints, guidebooks, notes, all that stuff. It was in the game. Now, let me unless it's like a collector's edition, even the collector's edition, it has you know, sales, DLC sales, sites, the occasional thing for veterans, which is really stupid. They should have more of that. And microtransactions. Before, it could be like, okay, well, if you don't know the controls, here they are. Here's the story. Here's the characters. You know, just like a little taste. You know, that's what they used to have, like little memos, and the left side of the box, and you opened it, give you little hints, just generic stuff that you need for starting the game off, or stuff that maybe you don't need it, but it's helpful every now and then if you want to look at it. And now they don't even do that. They just throw a little slip of, you know, sales advertising, and that's it. And that's really sad. You know, gaming has come so far as what it's capable of, but it's also come so far as what it's now capable of versus what it's willing to actually invest in. Now it's about money. It's not about quality. It's not about getting your name out there. Once you've made at least two or three successful franchise games, you know, titles, like, oh yeah, you know, we're not so caring, you know, we're not nervous, shaking our hands, rubbing our hands, pacing back and forth. We're like, okay, now we're cocky motherfuckers, we're rich, we got our Mercedes and our mansions. All right, now that we got all this money, we don't care about the quality. You know, take away from the servers, add more glitches, patch the ones that they like for private matches. Just be as much douches as you can, just to feel more empowerment. Like bullies, like they do stuff to annoy people and to see if they'll fight back. They want to get a reaction out of people, and that's what Activision and Sony has all been doing. Don't get me wrong, Sony is superior in everything when it comes to anything not related to gaming. But when you get on the system, do you play it for Netflix? Sure, and that's like the other 25% of what it's used for. But it's mainly for gaming. So if you want gaming, you want security, you want all that good stuff, you switch to Xbox. Now that's if you have a lot of money, you have some way to pay off some high person on Xbox to give you like a limited edition Xbox, like best edition, custom made, not even on the market, because otherwise you can get the red ring of death and all that bullshit. So you got something that's got it's basically you got something like the iPhone's got a bunch of useless apps and a lot of stuff that's just fun to use, but it's not made for what it's supposed to be used for, as a phone. Then you got something like an Android that just got the essentials, not that all that bunch of bullshit. It's better bang for your buck. It's not, you know, for rich people. And it's just it's sort of like Android and iPhone. That's similar to that. So, you know, you got the rich person's system, and you got the, you know, salesperson systems. Sony's obviously the sales, and or the you know, bang for your buck, and Xbox is the rich people. But honestly, it's just a matter of what your research has told you, what you're willing to spend. You know, because you either got the red ring of death, and high security that you have to, depending on how much you gain, maybe replaced every year or two. You know, a freaking $600 system, not including all the games and everything that comes with it, in case it gets patched. And then they made the new PS4 and Xbox One, especially the Xbox One, where if you slightly move it, it just completely destroys the game. You know, so they just, you know, then they have the Xbox camera that they tried, you know, forcing into everyone's home, and apparently it was a real thing where they were trying to spy on you to get, you know, like, it was mostly for advertising information, but they did have it to where they were making, in the process of making contracts so the FBI could spy on people. Yes, it is for security and national security, and it's supposed to be under the rug, but, you know, friends in high places, you know. So, I mean, they were going to use that for that, and they were also doing that for PS4. PS4 immediately dropped that. Xbox was more, not as lenient and more struggling, because that was a huge contract with the FBI. And, you know, gamers, they're like, FBI, you know what, you're not worth it. Honestly, the amount you're paying us, we're going to lose. You might be getting a lot of money, but we're not getting the money what we're supposed to getting it for. It's games. And in the long run, your contract expires, and we're going to lose so many, you know, fans and such, and now they finally dropped that, and FBI is not too happy, and da. So, yeah, it's just like, which bullshit do you want to deal with? Do you want to deal with, having better security and then having a shittier system to last longer overall, or do you want a game that or a system that really focuses on anything but the game itself, maybe the graphics and Netflix, but that's about it. It won't focus on the game's security, the game's speed, the game's servers, the game's network, the game's customer service. So that everything game and network and security, that's Xbox. Everything else that's just fun to do, like microtransactions and basically a phone on your system, is Sony. Now, Sony's a better deal. It's going to last longer, all that shit, but, So anyway, with that, side speech, jargon, whatever out of the way. So, like I've already said, the Marshall 16 has a clear statement of saying, you need 2 attachments. And I have 2 attachments. The challenge hasn't gone up anywhere. And that's just annoying. Because on the gun attachments, it says, you only need, it tells you exactly what you need. And, okay, fine, I need an optic, I got 5 attachments. Oh, guess what? Now you finally put an optic on. Guess what? Now it's going to register towards your kills. Okay, what about this? It says, get 2 attachments on your gun to get, and 300 of those to get the calling card for the wild card stuff done. Oh, guess what? We're actually lying to you. We're gonna use our, contradict ourselves and actually not use the whole optic bullshit. We're just gonna make you guess and force you to put an optic on, in order for it to say that. And look at that. It does not tell you to put an optic in 2 attachments. It just says 2 attachments. Well, make up your mind. Are you going to consider an optic, or whatever the bullshit, or what? Honestly, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be insane and then be, the most people person out there. Like, whatever, you get what I'm trying to say, right? You can't be 100% evil but 100% good. It doesn't work. So, that all set aside, like I was saying, last check of the games, Infinite Warfare, shittiest. Black Ops 3, most broken and most annoying to play. Modern Warfare 2, overall, arguably the best game out there. World at War, the first Modern Warfare, and the first Black Ops, arguably the best classics for campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. Except for Modern Warfare 2, obviously. It didn't bring Infected mode, which everyone loved, and they really took that out, which pisses a lot of people off. And yeah, Modern Warfare 3 is so-so, and I enjoyed it, but overall, I'm not just talking about me, to keep it unbiased, I'm talking about everyone that's public. Ghost was the most underrated game of the year. It had the most game modes of any Call of Duty up to date, because it not only had aliens, just the zombies replacement. Not only had multiplayer, not only had campaign, it had a whole another section for clans and shit. It had its own clan app, which a couple of Call of Duties have done. But it just had the most things you could do with it, and it really was underappreciated. When the game was played, everyone, essentially loved it for about the 2 weeks to a month to 2 months. And then people started talking shit about it. Then people started loving it again. And, it's just really when it really starts getting played, when there's more people to give more of their ignorance and uneducated opinions, because that's what most of it is. People are like, oh, I play it once and that's my opinion, and it's a shitty game or it's a great game. People really need to do their research before they start spewing out crap. With that being said, if you're an educated person and you're saying, well, this had this and this and this, and you're covering all the bases, and you say, well, in my opinion, based on this analogy and this fact, I'm going to say this is this. Don't freaking say the guy's a bully. Don't say the guy's a shit talker if he doesn't like the game, or if he does like the game. Because if he's giving valid points, then he's just giving valid points, and giving valid facts, then he's made a deduction, a thesis. So therefore, he's not a bully. He's not caught talking shit. I went into someone had commented on the new Sonic's game, and the Sonic fandom is just so cancerous. I'm a Sonic fan myself, but just the community, its fandom, the whole, so cancerous. Try saying one thing, whether you like it or hate it, you get hated by both sides. It's ridiculous. So yeah, like the guy had said something about, we just got a sneak peek and, it's not looking too good. He didn't say it's assumed to be a shit game. He's not going to say this or this and that. He's keeping it vague but he's keeping it specific. He's keeping it vague for the overall game, but he's keeping it specific for what they showed. And it's like, oh, you can't talk shit since you only saw a little bit of it. It's like, first off, he's not talking shit. He's putting facts together, and he's telling you the facts from what has been presented. He's not telling you it's shitty. He's not even being biased. He's giving the facts and making an assessment that's unbiased. He's not even trying to make it personable. He's trying to say, okay, well, it looks like it's on fire. It feels hot, so I'm going to say it's dangerous. I mean, that's as simple as it gets. Oh, well, you only saw the fire for a split second. You can't say it's dangerous. Well, no, it's the fact that it's fire and it's hot, so therefore it's dangerous. It's like, how do people? Oh, no, you're a bully, or you're to this. This person was trying to be creative with this art, and it's just like, no, that's fine. I'm against bullying as well. But if people, there's too many bullies out there on the one extreme. There's too many sensitive, thin-skinned people on the other extreme. So either way, you got your ignorant retards. You got the ones that have insecurity, so they become bullies, or you got the ones that are just insecure, and that's their personality, and they remain victims, whatever. So either way, you got their shitty, ignorant people. Now, I'm not saying, oh, well, someone has depression, so they're cancerous people. No, if you have depression, obviously that's something that needs to get looked into. It's just something serious that's definitely not okay. But like what I do is, like I've done with almost all my videos, I'm here to play devil's advocate. I'm not here to say, okay, go bullies, because I'm definitely not. I'm not here to say, go thin-skinned people that get too sensitive about stuff they shouldn't get sensitive about. I'm here to meet in the middle and talk about. I'm here to be in the middle and talk about both extremes, the pros and cons of everything. I'm here to talk about it, but I'm also here to bring it all into a nice little package and then have only the facts escape the box, if that makes sense. So the facts are that if a guy makes a review on a certain second video, if it's a bunch of ignorant crap without any facts, and he's not backing up any facts, then fine, yeah. Judging it and being overly wordy with it, fine. You have every right to say as much as you want, because he's just talking a bunch of shit without saying why he doesn't like it. He's just saying crap because to say crap. He's not saying why he doesn't like it or reasons why he doesn't think it would be a good thing. Not saying that it is. Saying that something is before it actually is ignorance in itself. So yeah, it's just honestly, I don't get it. So that's what that comes down to. So yeah, Call of Duty has, honestly, I wish I was motivated enough to go play Battlefield, but honestly, if I were to play Battlefield, I don't know if I would enjoy it. And the thing is, I should just take the time to buy Battlefield 1 or buy the newest Battlefield and, take time out of my day to just give it a shot. But the thing is, I'm so, the word could definitely be used as addicted, but I'm going to say committed to this game. I'm so, 100%er-esque that I want to get everything done before I move on to the next game. And that's something that I need to work on. I mean, honestly, if you think about this, okay, you get 100%er. Whoop-de-freaking-do. What, are you going to put that on your gravestone? Oh, I'm making the biggest accomplishment ever. Back in 2016, I got 100%er as far as I got all the challenges done. I got my dark matter. I had the best KD in the world. I was the best player in the world. Super quick scoper, phase, optic master, baiter, prestiger, whatever. You can be the best at everything in Call of Duty. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Unless you're going to make a career out of it and be in part of phase or optic or whatever. What's the point? You're going to put on your gravestone, oh yeah, I played this one game and was the best at it. No one at your funeral is going to take you seriously, honestly. So you wasted your life playing a video game. And that's your accomplishment. That's, no. People want to remember on the marks they make on the world, on their accomplishments, what they leave behind, So, you should do something you love that's productive and contributes to society or your family or your loved ones or whatever. But that doesn't mean you have to or you should. I'm just saying that's what most people should, and it depends on what people's calling are and stuff like that. But yeah, back to me. I know that I have something I need to work on. I play the games. I always try to complete it. I always go for the challenges. I always try to overachieve. I'm a very big overachiever. So the game first comes out, I only focus about the challenges. I only focus oh, new daily comes out. smash that, get that done. Ooh, weekly comes out, get that done on the first day so I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week, and only worry about the dailies and the rest of the challenges. Once I get 100% or all my challenges done, oh look, I got all of that. So now I focus on, you know, either the campaign or which I usually try to get that done first, but it depends on how, you know, good it is. Then I focus on the zombies. And I'm like, oh look, I got 100% on everything. Okay, well now what? Well, I guess KD or go up on older Call of Duty, or look, a new Call of Duty just came out. Focus on that one now. It's like, well, let's just fast forward. Okay, let's say I get everything I want and I get it just done today. I'm completely 100% on all the Call of Duties, all the video games I own. I beat it to the fullest. Have everything I want. Okay. First off, every challenge you've ever gotten, can you honestly tell me, unless you've been on it like forever, is it that satisfying? I mean, things in life that are worth getting aren't you don't really feel full or satisfied unless it's something that you really feel that you accomplish and it's something that you can appreciate. Now, I personally felt that it was like probably the biggest accomplishment on this game, because it's just how many cancerous people are on here that are just like, oh, an objective game, let me avoid the objective and talk, or just people, just the most hypocritical people. Oh, I'm the best in the lobby, gets 0 and 40 and then rage quits. Oh, I never rage quits as soon as he gets down by a zombie on round 1. Oh, I'm not a hacker, I don't know what hacking is, yet in his mama's basement using hacks and jailbroken and this and that. Just the most hypocritical people. Oh, there's no such thing as hackers. I go back and research when the CEO of Sony takes a bow for Lizard Squad hacking their systems, and where everyone gets a free month or a free year or whatever it is for PSN. It's like, why say something if you're ignorant and you don't have the facts in front of you? Reason why I'm so good with debates is because, okay, here's the facts. Okay, there they are. And, okay, here's the facts. Here's my strongly supported ideas or hypotheses, but they're not completely guaranteed, and here's just common sense. So I shoot to the facts first, if we're having a strong debate. Well, you're saying that you can shoot rainbows and flowers out of your ass. I say you're wrong, and here's why. And that's the facts, and there you go. And then I add common sense to the facts, because they're usually in conjunction, and then I give my highly based opinion in case there's some DNA splicing and somehow they were managed to be able to do that. Okay, well, here's my thesis of how that wouldn't work. Point A, B, RNA, DNA, and the survival rate of such and such, blood test type A through whatever. So, honestly, you know, unless you're going to have the facts in front of you, and you're not just going to look at the internet, because you can't trust the internet for just one source. You can't trust a site based on one thing. You have to actually invest time, which no one's willing to really do unless that's who they are. They actually have the facts, and they'll just say things that are ignorant without proper research. So, yeah, I mean, you know, that's what it comes down to. Please, 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 you cancerous people, don't bitch about something and then expect intelligent people not to say, hey, you're wrong, stop bitching about everything, and here's why. You know, actually, if you want to be better at, first off, the game, or in life, or anything, here's what you gotta do. If you're lesser of a person, or at all, if you're lesser at basketball, if you're lesser at sports, if you're lesser at education, at cooking, whatever, then obviously it's not here to mope and feel suicidal and cut yourself. It's, okay, I'm lesser. Let's not dwell on that. Let's dwell on, long term. Well, what can I do to make myself better? Okay, I suck at education. I was a gangster and a drug dealer and a rapper in school, and I was really shitty at those things too. Let me go back to school, get a proper education, work on my anger management, drinking, drug problems, and all this other crap, and for example, of course, and let me actually, I hate who I am, I hate who my family is. We're just a bunch of gangster, thug, drug dealers. Let me just completely disown them. Let me just try to focus on breaking the cycle. My father was a abusive drug dealer that went to jail, so his son before that, his son after that, and his son after that. So let me just break the cycle. Okay, well, I don't want to be like that. I want to improve myself. I don't want to sit here moping about how I have it bad and, oh, woe is me. I'm going to go back to school, get my education. If there's something I can't do, I work towards a way to a solution, not worry about what I can't do. I focus on what I can do. Get an education, get a good job, you know, such and such. If there's roadblocks, then face them calmly and logically. And there you go. That's all you have to really think about. Just apply common sense. You know, apply it if it really comes down to something that's really messed up or corrupt, then apply it as if you're a play. You know, first off, if something's really illegal and someone's, you know, blackmailing or doing something but using their rank or title, like, oh, I'm a teacher, I've been here for 20 years and da-da-da-da-da, well, then just hide a recorder, play what they're saying behind your back versus what they're saying when you actually accuse them to other people, you know, and then just like, well, you know, funny you say that, here's a recording of what you really said. And honestly, I don't get the whole thing where you're allowed to record something, you're not allowed to record something. People do it on YouTube all the time. People have done it to cops, and cops have been fine with it. People have not done it to cops. Cops haven't been fine with it. There just needs to be a set, like, is recording illegal or not illegal? So that's something I need to do some more research on. I'm not perfect either, so yeah, that's pretty much covers all I wanted to say. I am currently setting up events for Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies, as well as multiplayer. If you want a specific challenge done, I'm here to help you. I have all the information that no other YouTuber has. There's a couple of obviously, now, here's where people are going to start spamming the chat, alright? Now, with that being said, obviously, if I'm saying something that another YouTuber has already said or said first, I'm not excluding that to say, oh, I found it first or that person is wrong if we're both saying the same thing. I'm here to say that, let's say that YouTuber says, if you press L1 and R1, you get to use your gravity spike attack. No, I'm here to say that I say that, but I also say all the stuff that is true, plus the stuff that's been not true. So let's say that YouTuber says that, and then he says, oh yeah, if you spin around in 360 5 times and then shoot in the air once, you can teleport outside the map. You know, stupid stuff like that one YouTuber that just is, all his channel is 100% troll and cancerous. I forget what his name is, but like, he just screams a lot, sounds like he's on the mental breaking point, tries to be funny, but it really isn't, just really, you know, concerning would be a good word. So yeah, that covers that essentially. I think I've covered everything. Yeah, so my channel I cover the stuff that everyone already knows, but I explain it in a way that maybe is easier to understand, so maybe someone's not explaining it well enough. And the stuff that is either mistold or told wrong, or someone saying this is a fact but really is not a fact, the opposite is true, I'm here to say what you already know and explain it better than anyone else has. You know, apply the science before it. I'm also here to explain other things that either someone has said that said it wrong or just isn't true. So I'm here to give you nothing but truth, nothing but fact, nothing but enjoyment, and the most efficient ways to get anything done, whether it be the games, you know, books, life, things. Like, I'm willing to do other things than just games, but I need you guys to actually say something. So comment below if you want me to do videos on other things. I did a video for shits and giggles the other day, and it was really it was a comparison between one product and another and the result of that product. But honestly, that was really only for shits and giggles. But I'm here to do, if you have, I don't know, relationship problems, if you have long-term goal problems, if you have life questions that you're like, what is the meaning of life? You know, honestly, I have answers to almost everything you can think of. So, and if not, I'm sure I could look it up in the next 5 minutes and have the answers too. Oh, well, I have such a question that only doctors can answer. Well, that may be true, that may not be true. It's like, first off, if a doctor knows something, I could look up specifically what you're looking at. Well, how much medication should I take for this, for my diabetes? Well, obviously you want to consult your doctor. But if you need an immediate answer and someone's about to die, and I could look up, okay, well, the doctors across the board of the United States and such say this, so I could say, well, take this at this point before this meal and eating this while not eating at this time. You know, I'm exaggerating, of course, but honestly, if it's at my disposal, I'm going to look it up and I'm going to give you the answer. If it's something that I already know, I'm going to give you the answer. If it's something that there's a lot of different answers from different people, I'm going to give you my experience. I'm going to give you the facts. I'm just going to give you the most efficient and best thing long term, because honestly, the best things in life are when they're efficient. It's like killing, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone, getting everything done like the most you can do, being so productive at once. thinking about long term. Oh, well, I could spend like $10 for this game, or I could put this $10, you know, in savings or in stock or whatever. So I have all these answers. It's just a matter of if you're willing to ask the right questions. If you ask a gamer, I'll think nothing about games his whole life, but he has abundance of other knowledge, then you think he knows nothing about anything except games, and you only come to him for games. But you got that one guy who's just like maybe the outsider that walks up to him, doesn't know anything about him, and just asks him an unbiased question. Hey, do you know the meaning of life, or do you know why girls act this way and guys do this when they're in this mood? And I'm like, oh yeah, and here's this and here's that. Oh wow, okay. He goes up to a friend, person that knows me. Oh, hey, did you know this guy knew this? No, he shouldn't know anything but just about video games. Oh really? Well, he just told me this in such detail that no one's ever told me, or I've read in a book. No way, really? I gotta tell my friend. And they tell their friend, and they tell their friend. Most of them skeptical until everyone starts asking them more and more different questions from more and more different categories, and then they start saying the truth. So it's I just watched the Beauty and the Beast. Amazing movie, by the way. I did not think it was going to be that good, but there was a quote in there that hit me so close to home. So it was like when back in the beginning with his father in his workshop, working on this amazing windmill masterpiece, and I thought it was just amazing. Really sad what they started talking about. No, try not to do spoilers, but he said a quote. I might not be quoting this exactly correctly, but he had said something about, you know, your mother was once an outsider too, and everyone, you know, spited her and thought she was, you know, weird, until one day they all found out that they were, you know, mimicking her, doing exactly as she did. So it's that one pioneer, it's that one person willing to be an outsider, willing to just take, you know, a few punches and do what's either right, do what's more efficient, do what's smarter, do what's better long term, and you know, those who are actually educated, or people who are not full of themselves and willing to better themselves and not be so hard-headed and try to better themselves and see logic is a huge factor. Then they're like, okay, well, you know, he seemed weird at first, but he's doing a lot of things and he's getting results. Maybe I should give it a chance. Oh look, I gave it a chance and it seems to be working. Oh wow, maybe he's not the freaking weirdo I thought he was after all. Let me not be an ignorant dumbass. Let me try doing that. Oh my god, wow, yeah, you know, he should be the popular guy, not this fucking jock or, you know, this Barbie. You know, let's try following the guy. You know, he's a little quirky, but yeah, you know, he's getting stuff done that no one else has done. Let's try following him. You know, that hit me so close to home. I had a real, you know, it's like, wow, why is it that I feel exactly the same way? You know, I feel similar to that, like in things like Ender's Game and Code Geass and stuff like that. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the rants, I guess. Not so much the little COD bit. Lincoln, I appreciate you being here. Last comment you said was back, and then didn't reply anything afterwards, so maybe you're not here, maybe you're not back, I don't know. But if you want to get together, Lincoln, or anyone else watching my channel, be sure to message me. I keep it simple, so there's, like, honestly, if there's any way you can think of messaging me, you can. Please be specific, though. Try on YouTube if you can't message me on something else. So I have accounts on other things, but, like, on my phone and other systems, I can't store it all. I don't have, like, a terabyte of space on anything, so here's what you should do. Message me on YouTube first. Say, hey, you know, do you have Kick or do you have Skype? I'd like to do such and such. Oh, okay. No problem, dude. Alright, later. So yeah, if you ever have want to chat or do something, you know, message me if I have the time, if I know you good well enough and I feel comfortable with it, and you know we have something to discuss or whatever. You know, it doesn't hurt to ask. Nice, good for you, bro. Congratulations. Keep the good work. So, thank you. I appreciate it. It was a bit of a long. Repetitive, but you know, there's a lot of people. I mean, in my time since I was little, I've noticed that people that don't talk fast and people that don't have minds like I do, like, and you know, like you have the occasional people that can memorize in a map and like just like permanent. What is it called? Like on certain things I have brain farts. On other times I have just like photographic memory. So it's photographic memory. So I probably was can be considered selective photographic memory because it's very selective. But if there's certain things, like it can be completely random, I'll remember it. Like, wait, how did you know that? That was like 12 years ago. And it's just other things that are like, you know. So sometimes it's unimportant stuff that clicks, sometimes it's not, and just vice versa. It's just whatever my subconscious happens to latch onto. So, yeah. To the point. Yeah, just message me. Please subscribe. Check out my Patreon. Click on notifications for my after subscribing. Would really appreciate that. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Add me on the PlayStation or anything else. And it's all going to be the same. StormySky48. Buck is just the part of the #1 clan that I'm part of. Undefeated. Superior at tactics and strategy and just amazing. So, yeah. Until next time. See ya guys later. And this is Sky out. Keep on gaming.